டேட்டா ரெக்கார்ட்ஸ் சொன்னீங்க.
Not only
சிம்பிளா
data,
சொல்லணும்னா வவுச்சிங்னா எக்ஸாமினேஷன் ஆஃப் வவுச்சர்ஸ் அப்படின்னு சொன்னீங்க.
vouchers எப்படி இருக்கணும்? How, what are the forms of vouchers?
Maybe cash memos.
Cash memos, bills, receipts, அப்புறம் negotiable instruments. If we say check, bill of exchange, DD, எந்தெல்லாம் வந்து எவிடன்ஸ் கொடுக்குதோ they are all the evidential documents. Okay, simple ஞாபகம் வச்சுக்கோங்க. Vouchers are those documents which give evidence for all the transactions happened. Transactions வந்து we can divide into 3 broad categories. நீங்க ஞாபகம் வச்சிருந்தீங்கன்னா அமௌண்ட் தான் பாருங்க. ஒன்னு cash transaction. Cash transaction when you say receipts and payments. ஒன்னு receipts, இன்னொன்னு payments. And trade transaction, we know very clearly commerce is business, business is trade. And what do you mean by trade? Buying and selling. More than that, nothing else. After buying and selling, it can be termed in accountancy purchases and sales. Okay, now listen. So after trade transactions, it talks about purchases and sales. Rama will say, you people, what are the terms inside purchases and sales? For example, purchases, I can tell you people, forward purchases. One term is there, accountancy term is there. What do you mean with forward purchases? I am not buying now. I will buy only after 6 months. But for this, I will pay you advance. So it is called forward purchases. Right? Other very forward sales. I will sell you after 1 month, but before that I have got the order and I have got the cash. அப்போ ஒண்ணு நீங்க புரிஞ்சுக்கணும், cash transaction டைரக்டா பணம் உள்ள வந்துருக்கு. Receipts for everything we are paying. I will tell you all the items of receipts for which the auditor can vouch. And payments, we know what are all the expenses for which we are paying. You just think about, even for purchases we are paying. If a business wants to purchase something, it will pay. So the payments la edu varum, purchases vandrum. Receipt la edu varum kanna, sales varum. Alla dai seidi purinjikonga. Transaction sonna an action which has a monetary value. I told you in previous classes and I told you in many times I used to say transaction means an action which is denoted in terms of money. Right? So those transactions we can broadly classify into cash transaction, trade transaction, and impersonal ledger. What do you mean by impersonal ledger? Those things which are left out. Okay, left out apart from receipts, payments, purchases, sales. What are the outstanding assets and liabilities? That's it. Everything comes inside of everything in accountancy terms. Everything comes for vouching. Just keep it in your mind, people. Auditor will vouch. Very important process called vouch. Examination of vouch. I told you many times, auditor cannot do the process orally. He depends purely on the written evidence. Evidence is a proof. Evidence is something which gives you proof for some transaction happened. Those transactions may be a receipt transaction, payment transaction, purchases or sales or anything which may be called as outstanding asset or outstanding liability.